Since Xenia didn't have a bookstore, my first stop was the library. I was tempted to call Tinkie to meet me there with Malin, but I resisted the impulse. I'd tell her all about it later. It didn't take me 20 minutes to find an anthology of Edgar Allan Poe's short stories and to open it to The Telltale Heart. I'd remembered the visceral power of reading the story in high school and the chilling effect of the beating heart. The guilt or insanity of the narrator. How the heart, buried beneath the floorboards, made them tremble. It was as though Tammy had shared the dream of a murderer with a long-dead writer. Tammy was incapable of any unkindness, especially murder. But if my hunch was correct, then she'd dreamt a portion of Poe's chilling short story. But why? Of all the people I knew, Tammy had no reason to carry guilt, and she certainly was sane. Why was she dreaming of the beating heart of a murder victim? And why had she chosen to tell me about it? When I stepped out of the library, steeped and marinating in the power of Poe, I called Cece. She'd been quite the reader in high school, and she had an enviable library in her house now. For someone who wrote facts, she adored fiction. She liked to walk on the dark side, too. "What do you know about Poe's The Telltale Heart?" I asked when she answered. In the background I could hear Ed Oakes, editor of the Xenia Dispatch, issuing orders like a field commander. It was morning deadline, and I wished I'd thought to consider that before I called. Still, Cece greeted me with a droll hello. The short story was a masterpiece of an unreliable narrator, drawing the reader into the mind of a person who is insane. The heart itself symbolizes what the narrator can never have: humanity and compassion. What else do you want to know? How'd you get to be so smart? Cece had a wide breadth of knowledge that I truly did admire. She was a terrific journalist. "Born lucky," she said. Books were my safe place. I could hide there from the disappointment my parents never tried to conceal from me, or the contempt the other boys felt for me. Reading was always a haven and a place to learn more about who I was. "You never disappointed me or your friends,"